Hello everyone, my camera is on. I am in Australia. It is such a beautiful day. And I'm taking you down to this lovely place to sit around by the pool. Hey RJ, hello darling. RJ, are you, now I have a dog, it's my friend RJ. If you haven't seen my videos before me and RJ, I think you should. But I'm going to try to sit, anyway, RJ, this is RJ. Oops, RJ. Yes, you love to, he loves to hump me. So you haven't humped me for a while. RJ, okay. RJ, you have to sit, RJ, sit. RJ, look, he wants to hump me. RJ, I'm gonna sit down. So, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk to my friends. Look at this beautiful sight. Okay, let me pet RJ, because RJ is really cute. RJ, come up here. Yeah, come up here so they can see you there. This is RJ. RJ, look how beautiful you are. Did you miss me? Okay, RJ, so come on. RJ, wait. So I'm gonna talk with you. Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel this morning. I'm sitting in a beautiful place here. It's the new home of my friend Michelle Forte. She is such a really good friend of mine. She's the director of Austin Dance Theater, and I'm here creating a work, and RJ is my friend. Anyway, what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about, I just have this little thoughts about taste, and how I was talking yesterday to a friend of mine, so RJ, about taste, and you know, like, how does taste develop? It's so interesting because I can really see exactly here how we are all so unique in ourselves. When I was younger, and I had my opinions and I had my taste about things like music or food or, you know, or even puppies or he's humping me. Taste, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted by him. I didn't realize it was going to be so busy. Maybe perhaps I'm going to take you up here, so, because this is a little, RJ, ow, yes, let go of me, there you go. All right, so, sorry everyone, bear with me because I'm going to go this way. Bye RJ. He is just a humping dog and he really loves to do that. Anyway, I'm going to take you up here. I'm just gonna have a little talk with you there. Sorry about the distraction, but anyway, so I'm talking about taste, right? I'm talking about taste, and taste is very something unique. And a long time ago, I used to think that taste was something that was very important to believe. That, you know, like taste in music or taste in food or taste in like anything, like, or preference or opinions. I think more or less taste or opinions are about clothes or, you know, many things that you would have a preference about. And when as I think about it now, it's very interesting because how does it develop? How do we have these preferences about, you know, about our choices, and that makes our choices, that creates choices, and that we can believe so much that our way and our taste is final, and that it's like, you know, your way or the highway about certain things, about your taste, about music. And I used to really like get upset if someone didn't appreciate the same kind of music or couldn't quite understand. That's a very naive kind of way to think about your preferences. Certainly for me, I'm not telling you how to live your life, but it's certainly something interesting to recognize because I'm not even sure how they're formed. Like, how do I like, you know, I don't like tomatoes. I'm skipping around here, but to make things clear, like I don't like tomatoes. And I don't know, I think it's more or less the gooey part that goes on my tongue. I don't know, it just doesn't agree with me. And I certainly love some music, like pop music, like some hip-hop music. And I have some friends that are quite non-commercial at all, and they don't like that kind of music and couldn't understand why I would like that kind of music. And I used to defend myself till the dogs came home, you know, whatever that expression means. But you know, and I used to really defend, you know, like Madonna, say for instance. I grew up with Madonna in the 80s, and she was right, a tour de force that I certainly absolutely thought the world needed. And I think she just was, I don't know, just made me believe in something bigger than myself, or some creativity, or the fun of all of that. And anyway, there you go to one can try to defend their preferences or choices and beliefs, you know, that their ways is the only way. Now that is a very naive thing to think about. So this goes also to the belief in positive and negative. Positive and negative are also a preference and a choice that we can choose to live positively, and some people think that that's just so overrated and that people can't be positive, which I think for me is not so, because I can find positivity in everything that I do, even in the so-called labeling of the negative, because without the negative I could not know what is positive for me and what my choices are that leads to more positivity. So negative thoughts arise, and I don't, like, you know, give much credit to them. I allow them those thoughts, but those thoughts teach me more about positivity. So that's just a way of developing and growing and realizing that, you know, that we all have different preferences and choices and levels of understanding and all of that because of some kind of relationship or situations or circumstances that have created you to think in a certain way. And so by recognizing all that in myself, it's really interesting, because I have understanding for everybody, as you know, and they can believe in whatever they want to believe in, and what is to them what freedom is, which I'm so, you know, an insatiable desire to have complete freedom in my life. That's why I put myself out there, and you know that. And what is freedom, and what is it to each human being? And I realize that more and more freedom that I desire, or that, you know, that I want in my life, because I find it my birthright, it's very joyful and difficult and vulnerable and all this stuff, that what is my freedom, you know, is like, why do I desire a bigger amount of freedom, or an authentic sense of freedom, because I feel like it's my birthright, and I just express that. But, you know, to each person, that's a different kind of thing, and they perhaps perceive themselves in certain ways, and want other people to also think of them in the best light. Which I realize that isn't true for me, because there's all kinds of sides, and all kinds of sides that, many sides of myself that I share, that may perhaps is being judged by others and labeled as being whatever, narcissistic, or you know, especially I put myself out there. But narcissism, what does that mean to another being? Like, what does that mean? Like, how do they come up with their understanding of what that term or what that word is for them? And I think it's just very interesting to ponder this taste and preference and choice, and to each his own, for sure, and respect of all of that. And it's so interesting and fun, you know, that, you know, I have this, like, newfound joy or hobby or love of makeup, like just makeup, just what it is. It's something I've never really paid attention to, except for as a dancer. I wore it on stage, but it was just more or less to kind of give my face a lift, or so you could be able to see it under certain lights. And never did I get too much into theatrical makeup. In some things, I guess so. And we were required to wear certain makeup on stage as part of the the contract or whatever. We were entitled to do that. But no, I just recently have found, and I have so much desire to learn about it. So I watch a lot of tutorials, and I don't know why I have this newfound hobby. It's just more or less, it just brings me joy, and it's so interesting, and I have a newfound respect for people who do it, and for makeup artists, and how beautifully creative that world is, because I'm more or less into like just creating my day and my life and my world and my dance and all this. There's more creativity than having to follow the normal thing of, I don't know. Anyway, you know, do you know where I'm going or headed? So that's just like, it's so interesting to just even think about taste and preference, and when they become like, when you become opinionated about those. I'm not saying it's not bad to have opinions. It's good to have opinions, as long as, you know, we can respect each other for our own opinions, and be curious of how they're developed and why they're developed, and why do you think that your way is the right way, and that the other person doesn't have the right answer, and that you hold that against them or something, or how that can be perceived by, I don't know, like if you have a choice to believe in what you want to believe in, and I believe a belief is only something you keep thinking, and when you keep thinking that, it becomes your belief. So I believe in unconditional love. I believe in creativity. I believe in having fun. I believe in people and the human spirit. I believe in working towards a higher purpose for myself. I believe, but that doesn't mean everyone else believes, and that certainly isn't the case in this world of ours. And that's okay. All of that's okay, because it's the contrast that I need to realize, that my own uniqueness. And, you know, I guess what I'm just basically saying today is that when we attach ourselves so much, and we believe so much in our opinions and our tastes and our preferences, that they become final, and that there's no room for error, or no room for any other interpretation of whatever, you know, something that they like or dislike, or I don't know. It's so curious. I'm so curious how that creates, how taste is created. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this today, and if it's not your taste, then it's not your taste. That's all really, really good, and I'm really happy for everyone who figures out for themselves what their taste is, and how they want to live their life, a more fruitful life for them and stuff. So it is a choice, and it's developed by some mysterious force or conditioning or something like that. So have a beautiful day, and I'm so excited. I'm going to teach now for a couple of hours in a high school here in Oostmeer. I think it's Oostmeer or Bulai, or somewhere in this area of Wollongong. And before I go, I'll show you a little of my view in the day, and in the house where I'm staying, which is a beautiful place. So down there is the pool, and there's RJ, the humping dog, my friend. And these are the mountains, and down there is the beach. And it's actually warm here, even though it's fall. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'm incredibly grateful. And I love you all so much. Oops. And I want you to have a beautiful day. And yeah, it's just, yeah, all that. Thank you for watching, and enjoy it. Ciao, ciao. Have a nice one. Bye.